Welcome to this part of the video where we are going to discuss about the commonly used function. So the very first commonly used function that we find in the AutoSum is the sum. Remember that these two parentheses, they indicate the function. This indicate that this is a function. So when we are using the sum, this is going to calculate the total of the given range or total of the given values. Like for example, here in this case we have written the function is equals to sum d1 to d5. You can see this colon sign here. This indicate the range. Range means that this is the collection of the cells. So we have to calculate the value from d1. This is the d1 1 2 3 4 5 till d5. So we are going to write down in this cell where we need the answer is equals to sum d1 to d5 and press the enter key. On pressing the enter key, you will get 64 as the answer. There is another method to write down the sum. In place, we can also write it down like is equals to sum and then give the values. Here we have given 1, 2, 3, 4. That means now the system is going to add all these numbers. That is, it is going to do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So when these numbers are added, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, you will get the answer 10 in the cell wherever you have written this formula. Wherever this formula is written, there you will get the answer. If it would have been written in this cell, you would have got the answer in this one. If it is written in this cell, the answer would have been shown in this one. Then the another way is that now we are not giving the values. In place of the values, in place of the number, we are writing the cell addresses. Sum a1, b1, c1, d1. So here the system is going to take the value that is written in a1. It will be added to the value that is written in b1. That will be added to the value that is written in c1 and then added to the value that is written in d1. So we saw that we can either give the range of the cell, we can give even the numbers, the values, or we can write down the cell addresses individually separated by the commas to calculate the total. Then next we have another method. You can see here we have written is equals to sum e1 to e5. So here e1 to e5 is to be added. Then after comma we have placed a comma and we have written 10. In this case, the system is going to add up all the values from here to here, that is 10 plus 7 plus 15 plus 23 plus 9, and after whatever answer we get to that, 10 will be added. As you can see over here, if we add 10 plus 7 plus 15 plus 23 plus 9, the sum of this comes to 64, but the answer that you got is 74. This is because after adding the values from E1 to E5, another value that was of the 10 is added to this. Therefore, in place of 64, you got the answer as 74. If you would have written E1 to E5, 5, in that case you would have got answer as 64 plus 5, that is 69 would have been our answer. The next example we see that we have given the range sum equals to sum d1 to d5. That means now this time d1 to d5 is going to be added. All the values from d1 to d5 is to be added, but after this we have given a comma and we have written e1 to e5. E1 to E5. This means that the values from here to here are going to be added. Then the values from here to here are going to be added, and whatever is the answer of this range and the answer of this range are going to be added to each other. So these are the various ways in which you can write down this sum function, in which you can calculate the sum, you can calculate the total. Now we move ahead with another function, that is the average function. This average function is going to calculate the average of the given numbers. Now this can be given in the form of number, it can be given in the form of cell addresses, it can be given in the form of ranges. So let us see the example. Here it is written average C1 comma C2. This means that average of the value written in C1 and average of the value written in C2 is to be found. So this formula was written in this cell, therefore we got the answer over here 49. Now next we have given average E1 to E5. So this is the E1, this is the E5, and this formula is written in this cell, so therefore the answer is being displayed in this cell. So from here to here all the values are added, and then that is divided by 5 and you got the average. This way the average will be shown in that very formula where you have written the function or the formula for the average. Then another way we can write the average is as we can write our range average E1 to E5. So E1 to E5 is this range, and after comma we have given F1. This means that find out the average for the values that are from E1 to E5 and for the value that is F1. So now here the total of the 6 values will be done and it will be divided by 6 and you will get the answer. Another method is that we have given C1 to C5. C1 to C5 is this one. Then D1 to D5. D1 to D5 is this one. So both these values, both these column values are going to be added, and then the average of both the values will be found and it will be shown in the cell wherever we have written the formula for the average. So this was all about the sum and the average. Next video we will be discussing about the other functions and the formulas.